बोलना चाहूंगा मुंबई पुलिस को और मेरे वजह से दूसरे लोग भड़क रहे हैं.
This is our sinister new baddie.
Over the last year, it attracted particular attention because of its Chinese parent company.
Well, it may have been responsible for this historic moment. Trump's walk of shame. This year, we have been waking up to the news of a growing threat.
A real national security risk.
Japan's ruling Liberal Democratic Party will urge the government to take legislative steps to...
Growing global threat.
The government in Indonesia is concerned about all...
Following India's ban, looking to implement tighter controls...
It now faces calls for it to be banned in Australia as the platform prepares to front it.
No, I'm not talking about global warming. Nope, not the pandemic either. This is our sinister new baddie. Yep, TikTok. It's so worrying. Indonesia, India, America, Japan, Australia, all of them have tried to get this addictive short-form video app banned.
TikTok is used by millions of Americans.
Allegations that they're being used to spy on users.
Mr. Trump has accused TikTok of being part of disinformation campaigns that benefit China.
So all of these sorts of theories, they're conspiracy theories, and TikTok or any other social app in the modern era have other real issues that are happening in the here and now, and the platforms are trying to deal with.
So what should we really be worried about?
The boundaries that we let go when we interact with TikTok are far more intimate.
People will do what they want.
तो मैं सॉरी बोलना चाहूंगा मुंबई पुलिस को और मेरे वजह से दूसरे लोग भड़क रहे हैं.
In 2016, a team from a Chinese internet company called ByteDance took just 200 days to develop and launch a video sharing app. In 2017, a boy named Jaden was born in Texas, USA. Trust me, this is relevant. In 2018, TikTok officially became available worldwide. It took just 1 year for TikTok to start outperforming giants like Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube in downloads that year for 2019. And at the start of 2020, this happens. This is the baffling rise of TikTok.
The reason why TikTok has been so successful, I think, is partly down to timing. And we're going through this period where there's a backlash against social media and the way that some of these platforms work. And TikTok is just like a breath of fresh air, you know, it's different from everything else we're seeing. And it's particularly different from the more polished aesthetics we see in platforms such as Instagram. I think it may be as simple as that. It's a lot of fun, it's short, and it's snappy.
All my friends said, you have to get it.
Yes, I make TikTok videos.
1 or 2 really embarrassing dance videos that I wish no one would ever see.
It was fun, but we were just really bored.
I think it's more like to kill time.
Kill time, you say? Well, nothing like a killer virus like COVID-19 to turn a time killer into our new hero.
Hey yo, I look kind of cute until I reveal my forehead check.
TikTok's simple and addictive premise propelled it to become the most downloaded app in the world in the first quarter of 2020. That was when countries started going into lockdown. And it wasn't just teenagers getting in on it. Entire families from toddlers to grannies jumped on board.
Say, don't want they say, no, just do for fun.
I'm very lazy.
She's not like the type of person to like, no, let's do this, let's do that.
I was just entertained. That's why I asked him to teach.
With it, drop.
You can play the music and then record yourself at the same time. Instagram doesn't do that.
So TikTok is like more movement, like FB and Instagram are just pictures.
We can't dance outside or like exercise freely.
I think it like at least give us something to do because he wasn't working.
I just want to be part of the group, like dancing.
TikTok was downloaded more than 119 million times globally in the month of March 2020. That is a 16% jump from the month before. So I'm not surprised that even a serious agency like the World Health Organization started their own TikTok account.
When coughing and sneezing, cover your mouth and nose with elbow like this.
So far, people's experience with TikTok seems nothing but fun. Almost annoyingly positive. I mean, heck, TikTok even got the famously surly chef Gordon Ramsay to take a pie to the face. So here's where the story gets a little bit weird. TikTok has captured the masses, but when it came to attention from the bigwigs, especially one bigwig.
Yeah, TikTok is moving along. We'll see what happens. It'll either be closed up or they'll sell it.
Over the last year, it attracted particular attention because of its Chinese parent company. The accusation against TikTok is that its data might be shared with its Chinese parent and then ultimately with the Chinese state. TikTok denies this. They say that they've never shared any data with China's government.
Okay, here's where we need a short refresher on social media and data collection.
There are people who are really comfortable with sharing their information on social networks and some who are not. And I belong to the second category. And
this is David. He built Symphony, one of the very few social networking apps that absolutely does not keep any data about you. But it's a different story when it comes to apps like TikTok. They need your data.
They cannot finance their operations and make money without collecting your data. That's the reason of their existence. It's the model of TikTok, it's the model of Facebook, it's the model of LinkedIn. When you do a Google search, Google will take your data and use that data to sell you advertisement. There is the data, which is your name, your username, your handle, your email address, your phone number. But what's even more important is your behavior. What you are watching, what you are searching, what keywords you are searching, what type of video you are sharing, tell a lot about you. And that information, we call this the metadata, is kept.
Okay, back to the families who used TikTok to make the lockdown more bearable. When you see them on TikTok, they're doing this.
We are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start.
But that's just a tiny fraction of what they do on TikTok. Most of the time, the TikTok experience looks more like this. And this is the part that apparently has governments around the world worried. Every swipe, every search, every share you make is data collected on you.
Any sovereign country has an obligation to protect its citizens. The access to this information is as important as if somebody comes to your country and conducts malicious acts.
It's just so easy to just keep scrolling.
It's because it's very addictive.
Every day, maybe an hour or two.
Maybe like 3.
Just looking at other people's videos.
Some of my friends, when I ask them, why do you look so sleepy? Then they will be like, I was watching TikTok last night.
It's simple. There's no thought process involved. And you can scroll through a bunch of videos that are tailored to you.
This is TikTok's special sauce. A recommendation algorithm that's just eerily good at knowing what you like. So you just can't stop watching. Of course, recommendation algorithms are nothing new. They are also used on YouTube and Netflix to recommend what to watch next. But I'm sure you'd all relate to this meme.
I do not think that TikTok has actually a better algorithm versus Netflix or YouTube. The boundaries that we let go when we interact with TikTok are far more intimate to us than what we do on Netflix or on YouTube.
We go on TikTok when we want to turn off our brains for a quick distraction. So we're happy to let the algorithm do all the work, even if we know it takes our data to do its job. So, can TikTok guess what you like as well as your own family can? I mean, people who've known you your entire life. To test that out, we will get these family members to swap their TikTok accounts with one another. Mother and son, brother and sister. But before they even touch each other's phones, they have to first write down what they know to be each other's interests.
K-pop.
Fortnite. Fortnite is a game.
Fitness. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Then we see if TikTok can nail it too.
Yes. Accurate. Oh, fitness. Oh my god.
This is comedy. So which is, I think, yeah, which is him. What is this? Oh, this is a dog. Okay.
Fortnite.
Wow. That is the most obvious thing in my head.
So far, TikTok is neck and neck with the humans. But soon, it becomes obvious that TikTok is even more intimately familiar with what each person likes.
I forgot about food. He likes to try new recipes.
Basketball! I thought you really is the obvious. How could you miss? How could?
Maybe I was too nervous.
I mean, like maybe because we don't see basketball videos on TikTok usually.
Yeah.
I mean, for our feed.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's your favorite. Indomie. Specific. This.
I do buy the packets of Indomie. Oh my god.
Is this like at midnight?
This politics, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised that he's got interest in politics of other countries. I usually thought that he's not the serious kind.
It's shocking that the app knows her as well as I sort of know her. So that's interesting.
Scary.
Scary actually. Yes.
Hey, wait, hold up. We've been told umpteen times that social media is taking our data. And so far it hasn't fazed us. So why should it faze us now?
Do I think it's likely in the next 6 to 12 to 18 months that's going to cause a very serious negative impact on a lot of people's lives?
Well, to start with, TikTok might have already caused a huge embarrassment to one of the world's most powerful people. Let's examine the top 10 most watched videos to come out of TikTok in 2019. Largely funny and pretty pointless.
Hello, wait, one second. Okay, whoa.
So, what is it that made these videos go viral? Hey, I have a question. When did we see our first viral video? I'll give you 3 seconds. YouTube? Well, in its 15 years of existence, it has given us classics like Charlie Bit Me, Oh, Charlie, Chocolate Rain. I'm sorry, I can't sing. And I'm sure most of you guessed that. But no, go further back. Here's a fun fact for you. Boomers were already exchanging videos on dial-up internet. Never mind that it took forever to download, only to see this. Very bizarre, isn't it? But it's still not the earliest example. Keep going back. Yes, even before the internet became a thing. That's right, we humans always had the urge to share videos. Even without the help of the internet, we simply passed around physical tapes. Now, there is a point to all of this. It appears the kind of things that appeal to us and go viral don't seem to change very much over the years. They're usually funny and mostly harmless. But that's exactly how TikTok gained worldwide appeal. This meme and music-based video ad transcends geocultural borders to conquer the world, and it starts from the little ways.
Hello, it is Joaquin Gomez from 987 here in our studio. Say what you want about it, TikTok. If it wasn't for its popularity on the app, who knows, we might or might not even be playing these songs here on 987. I'm pretty sure I did the dance wrongly. This one by Jaw685 and Jason Derulo, there is no denying how viral this song went. Savage Love. That's how I do that dance move. So there you go. All the songs made popular by TikTok. And here's giving you a bonus one.
I'm a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Sassy.
On TikTok, I think music discovery is often tied into trends. A trend is somebody just does something and someone goes, hey, I kind of like that. I want to try doing this as well. And it just spreads.
M to the B, it's 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 M to the B. Bang.
Some of these trends or challenges contains music or songs. And even now, singers and musicians, they are embracing TikTok. They're coming up with TikTok challenges for their very own songs, like Jasmine Soko, for example. Trends have been around for a very long time. I mean, before even TikTok, there were Twitter trends and Instagram trends, which all you had to do was take a picture and post it up, it's there. And now on TikTok, it has leveled up. People are doing videos, people are trying things out with TikTok with the editing effects and all that.
Part of the fun of TikTok is taking part in trends. They're often easy to replicate, yet impressive to look at.
You want to do as many videos, you want to do as many things to show that you're cool, to show that, you know, you are worth talking about among your friends, among your school, among your culture. So yeah, it has definitely sped up how easy it is for people to jump on trends.
But can jumping on trends affect us in bigger ways than just song and dance? Well, it may have been responsible for this historic moment. Trump's walk of shame. After a dismal turnout of just 6,200 people at his comeback rally in Tulsa, June 20th, 2020. Just days before, he had boasted almost 1 million people registered. So it was really a huge embarrassment for Trump to see this many empty seats at the rally. The twist in the story? TikTokers claimed credit for the sabotage. It turns out that there was a trend on TikTok to reserve 2 tickets to Trump's rally with no intention of showing up.
Oh my god, I just registered for Trump's rally and I'm so excited to not go.
Now I can't go because my dog's goldfish's funeral is that day.
So that means there's gonna be at least 2 empty spots. Guys, that's awful.
Why are they banning the app? Because Gen Z is using TikTok as a platform to organize the masses and prank Donald Trump. Repeatedly. It's a bad look for him. The more you know.
Okay, so I don't really buy that story. I think the concern was much more that potentially China or potentially Russia, sort of malign actors outside of the country, could use the app to interfere with American democracy.
So while the debate is still on for why the US is really banning TikTok, What we do know is that if you can start a TikTok trend, you can move people all over the world to do something. So, here's my question for you. Who in Singapore would be most likely to go viral on TikTok and start a trend? A. A popular singer and heartthrob. B. An influencer with so much influence it bought her a Lamborghini. C. A veteran actress from Channel 8. Or D. The folks from local funny page, Asgad. The answer is E. Trick question. The correct answer is someone you probably never heard of. Cedric Ng, aka Daddy Ming, is really a middle-aged man of average height, average weight, and like most retirees, his hobby is gardening. What is his biggest project so far? To get his tree to be mushroom-shaped. Yes, he's really invested. But when he was trapped at home with his son during circuit breaker, he found himself with more time than he could spend on his garden. Enter the ultimate time killer app.
Okay, so later the first one will be just hit the thing. So you want to show the thing, so just hit. So you stick it in, then after you point there, then you to the camera.
This is to support my son which is doing the TikTok. When I say yes only, within minutes he already set up the account. And then it give me no time to reject him after that. Then quickly take a photograph at the back of the backyard. Yeah. And then he quickly said account set up already.
Yeah.
That was
within like less than 10 minutes. Everything.
Less than 10 minutes.
Sure.
He may be the last person you'd imagine to be a viral star, but in just 23 days, he hit 1 million followers.
When we posted the video, there's a few hundred people. There's quite supportive messages like thank you for the videos, and some people which are stressed at work, they'll say, hey, thanks for making like the day happier.
But how did ordinary Daddy Ming get seen by millions all over the world in such a short time? Well, the way TikTok exposes you to content is different from how social media used to do it.